Good morning, Jamf Nation. Thanks for joining us for our second day of JNUC 2020. Even though I can't see you or hear you, I'm fairly confident there are a lot of excited viewers drinking their coffee, sipping their tea, or enjoying a cold afternoon drink, depending on where you are in the world. Thank you for logging in and participating in what's going to be an amazing day. My name is Jenny Asaba, and I'm responsible for community engagement and advocacy at Jamf. It's a true privilege to get a bit of time with you during this year's event. And since 2020 has been anything but typical, I'm excited to let you know we've added something special to this year's agenda. So I set aside my jeans and t-shirt for a more formal attire to help me better facilitate a bit of recognition. That's right, today we're going to take some time to thank you all for what you've done, for us and for each other. You, our customers, help make Jamf what it is today. You're our foundation, our DNA, and the reason for our success. So today, we want to thank you by recognizing key groups and activities that continue to fuel our success while highlighting why Jamf customers are truly special. To help me recognize some incredible customers, several of my colleagues prepared a few words or scenarios of their own to thank you all for your behind-the-scenes work. To kick it off, please enjoy this segment from Jamf's Mike Scafidi and Ian Hansen.
All right, guys. This is a really simple task. We're a little bit off track here with the conversation. Can I count on you to provide awards in recognition of the Jamf Pro Release Candidate Program and the Jamf Beta programs? Mike, this is not an award ceremony for you to provide and show off your magic skills. Can you pull this off by October?
It would be an honor, sir.
Are you sure? Because I've been working on this card trick, and I think
just the award ceremony. I gotta go. I'm counting on you guys to get this sorted out.
Hi, I'm Mike Scafidi, and I'm Manager of Product Feedback Programs at Jamf.
Hi, I'm Ian, Assistant Manager.
No,
Okay. Hi, I'm Ian Hansen, Assistant Manager of Product.
Just listen, Program Manager pre-release.
All right, I'm confused. What? So, I'm going with program.
Listen, we'll just. This year, we're here to present awards to customers in the Jamf Beta programs and the Jamf Pro release.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
This isn't the area for where we play sound effects.
I'll get that taken care of.
Just mute your microphone, please.
So what's it like having Mike and Ian as employees? Well, you know when you go to a restaurant and you're there and you find the perfect menu item and you tell the waiter that you'd like the pasta and then he comes back and tells you they're out. Well, you've already been sitting there, so you lower your expectations and you try to order something else and you just hope it works out. But you'll always be thinking about what you could have had. That's kind of what working with Mike and Ian is like.
Jamf's beta programs are an important first step in our release process of getting our newest builds to you for testing.
The beta programs allow us to highlight our newest features, fixes, and compatibilities, and gives you the opportunity to test your workflows prior to release.
Our first award is the What Version of Tomcat Gets Installed award. And this award goes to MacMule for always asking us what version of Tomcat shipped with the beta until we updated our release notes.
No.
That's not clapping.
I got this. I just got them in tabs, so there we go.
Our other award today is called the Bug Zapper. And this Bug Zapper award goes to a beta tester that has been zapping bugs for us. You play the sound. The Bug Zapper award goes to Cade 6.
Every mature software company has methods and reasons for including customers at various levels and points during a release. Having things like the beta program and the Jamf Pro Release Candidate Program ensure that we deliver a product that delights and excites all of you, our customers. I just can't for the life of me understand how these two are in charge of them.
Pull some of that data via the API. I asked Elise about it and she thought they were working on getting the data available. Are we able to mute him?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Was I not muted? I'm sorry.
No, you weren't.
So hoping to get another beta at least for Big Sur.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm muted.
I'll go find him.
Oh,
Keep going, Tom. I'm listening.
okay.
Are you?
What was that? Pizza at noon? Okay.
We've been seeing a steady increase, as I was saying, in attendance and trainings, and the feedback from them have been really. Would you stop that? Every single beta tester does themselves and Jamf such a huge benefit. We really can't thank them enough. The RC program, they're all so important to us. We love them. We can't even begin to describe how much they do. We just hope that this award ceremony shows the world how much we appreciate all of you.
Like Tom said, the Jamf Pro Release Candidate Program is integral to the success of every Jamf Pro customer. This group of 60 customers runs Jamf Pro in their environment before the rest of you do, and therefore ensures that we ship the quality of product you expect.
While every Jamf Pro Release Candidate Program member deserves an incredible amount of recognition, we're giving a few awards today for going above and beyond.
That's right. The first person we'd like to recognize is John Wetter, who today, in addition to his vaunted Jamf Nation Hall of Fame jacket, is receiving the Darmok Engelad et Tanagar Award for being the first member of the Jamf Pro Release Candidate Program.
I thought we were going to change the name of this scene. I told you nobody's going to even understand the Star Wars reference. So,
Mike, we've been over this. Star Trek, Worf, Star Trek, Star Trek, Picard.
I don't know who Worf is, but I guess we'll just keep
We'll move on. Our second winner is Chris Hafner, who's winning our first prestigious "It's okay, we signed up for this" award. Chris always reacts with a smile whenever there's a bump on the road, and we really appreciate it. Lastly, Apple Distinguished Educator Brian Messenger is taking home the "Sure, I'll Test That" award for excellence in always being willing to test new things for us. From everyone at Jamf, thank you to all of our Release Candidate Program members. For more information on the Release Candidate Program, simply email rc@jamf.com.
I also want to take this time to say thanks, Jeremy.
That was supposed to happen. Mike, I'm sorry. I got it. We got it.
Well, I'm not very familiar with the show The Office, as in not familiar at all. I can appreciate good humor when I see it. So thanks Scafidi and Ian for putting that together. And thanks to all of the beta and RC program participants who continue to help us ensure our products are ready for everyone else. We couldn't be more grateful. But as you may know, the feedback loop at Jamf doesn't stop there. So to recognize those customers whose opinions help us continuously improve anything from button colors to the order of menu items, let's hear from our friends in user experience.
Thanks everyone for attending today's meeting. Janet has been working on a new design and she's really hoping that the UX research team can help gather some feedback from our users. Janet, would you mind sharing that design?
Thanks, Jen. Sure. So here's the design that I am looking at for Jamf Pro. Let me share my screen. So this is a page that I've proposed for Jamf Pro that I think will really resonate with users. You'll notice that I've redesigned this settings page using some 90s graphics and overall vintage aesthetics, which is very in right now. Additionally, I have the settings designed in a way where there's this gamification built in for users. Everyone loves a little gamification to break up their workday. Another great feature I'm sure that users will love is this handy MIDI player so they can listen to their favorite song in a loop while they work.
That's interesting, but I think we should consult the UX Research Feedback Group for this research.
UX Research Feedback Group?
Ah yes, the UX Research Feedback Group. The oracles that tell all, keepers of the sacred word.
Jimmy, you're doing it again.
Sorry.
The UX Research Feedback Group is a group of Jamf users that volunteer to participate in a number of research activities in order to provide feedback on product initiatives before they're released.
Oh, nice. Well, let's go that route.
Great. So I'll reach out to the UX research feedback group and we'll see what feedback comes back from the research. So we have our feedback from the UX research feedback group.
Oh, how'd it go?
Well, users really liked the overall layout of the page, but the Comic Sans font and the everlasting loop of never going to give you up didn't really resonate with them.
Really? Interesting. Thought they would have liked that stuff, but it's good to hear the feedback straight from the customer.
Absolutely. Janet, we'll get you a final research report, and then you can look at that feedback so that you can make some changes to your design before you send it off to the engineering team.
Sounds good. Thanks, everyone. And thank you, UX Research Feedback Group.
Hi, everyone. The UX team wanted to take the time during JNUC to say thank you to our volunteers in the UX Research Feedback Group. The work you do with us is invaluable in making the user voice heard, and we can't wait to see what else we could do together in the coming years. If you're not already part of the UX Research Feedback Group, you can go to the link on the screen or stop by our UX Expo booth to sign up today. Thank you all and have a great rest of your JNUC.
Adam, Aga, Jen, Jimmy, and Janet, thank you. You all are very familiar with how our customers continuously help us improve, so I'm glad the rest of you got to learn a bit more about this program. Thank you again to everyone involved in the UX research participant pool. Your open, honest, and let's face it, sometimes brutal feedback is exactly what we need to continue to push the envelope and build what you all deserve. And as Jimmy said, if you want to get involved, they'd love to have you. Just sign up using this link. I can't wait to see what you all suggest. It's amazing to see all the different programs that continue to guide our corporate ship, train, whatever large, powerful vehicle you choose. But as you likely know, while the bulk of what we do, building and innovating on the best solution for you, is internal, like you heard in yesterday's keynote about the Matter Innovation Hubs, we also have some pretty cool external-facing projects in the works too. Leading one of those and to talk about the Jamf Nation Redeploy initiative is Josh Yagfeld. Take it away, Josh.
2020 has been an incredibly difficult year so far, with months feeling like years due to the ongoing global pandemic. Many of us felt the impact of sudden stay-at-home or shelter-in-place orders in March, which caused our schools, businesses, hospitals, and other organizations to have to quickly respond to a new normal. Unfortunately, many of these organizations lacked the resources or knowledge to respond appropriately. Thankfully, Jamf Nation is an amazing community, and together we built a powerful response to these problems with the Jamf Nation Redeploy initiative. Through a matrix of organizations who were able to donate devices to dozens of selfless volunteers from the Jamf Nation community, your effort has helped to donate hundreds of devices and countless hours of volunteer expertise to organizations in need, some of whom are adopting Apple technology for the very first time. The very first donation as part of Jamf Nation Redeploy, made possible by Second Life Mac, who jumped at the opportunity to help, was to Sharp Healthcare in Southern California. The Sharp Healthcare team can now care for chronically ill patients with iPad-based telehealth solutions so that those individuals can avoid having to be seen in person, which could put them at increased risk of COVID exposure. Since that initial donation, we've also connected devices and volunteer expertise to the Creighton Community Foundation in Phoenix, Arizona, and the Boys and Girls Club of Los Angeles, thanks to Diamond Assets and Jamf Nation Redeploy volunteers. Both the Creighton Community Foundation and Boys and Girls Club are using iPad, video calling apps, and immersive curriculum to create connection and mentoring for students who are disadvantaged and are especially vulnerable during this time of increased physical separation. And in New York City, Jamf Nation Redeploy has been able to help advise the creation of a new charitable organization whose mission is to provide rich, personal connection through iPad video conferencing to families whose loved ones are in assisted living facilities or nursing homes. Many of these people have been the most isolated of anyone during this pandemic. But none of these stories could have happened without the absolutely stunning generosity we witnessed from those of you in the Jamf Nation community. You raised your hands in an instant when we put out the call for help, offering up your time, your knowledge, and your compassion when the world needed it most. So to each of you who have volunteered, and especially to those of you who've been assigned active projects, I would like to extend my personal thank you on behalf of all of the organizations you've already helped and will help together. This is just the beginning. We've heard from so many more organizations who still have an incredible need. Remote learning, telehealth, and physical distancing aren't going away overnight. They are all concepts that are likely to be built into the everyday fabric of our future society. If your organization has devices to donate, or you'd like to raise your hand to offer your time as a Jamf Nation Redeploy volunteer, please get in touch right away. Thank you.
Thank you again to everyone who is helping make the Jamf Nation Redeploy initiative a success. You're helping change lives, and for these efforts, we couldn't be more grateful. As the years go by and Jamf continues to grow, it's really inspiring to see the many ways we can make a difference in the lives of those around us. My colleagues just shared some awesome examples of what many of you are doing within your respective areas. This work is incredible, but as you probably expected, it doesn't stop there. 2 years ago, when I introduced Jamf Heroes for the first time on the JNUC stage, I shared that you all are the backbone of our company, and you are the reason we've seen the success we have since our humble beginnings back in 2002. And while I hoped for what the next 2 years would bring, I didn't fully expect the level of engagement and all-around support that our heroes bring to Jamf every day. If you want to learn more about heroes, join my session tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Central and available on demand shortly after. And to widen the scope to our entire Jamf Nation community, Dean said it well during last year's JNUC when he highlighted some of the many ways you all continue to help us improve as a company, as a suite of powerful products, and probably the most important of all, as humans. To you, our Jamf Nation, Dean said, you are the best part of Jamf and the best part of what we have to offer. I couldn't agree more. Since joining Jamf more than 4 years ago, I've seen so many reasons to love this company. And while many of those reasons are in the interactions I've had with a rockstar team of global Jamfs, just as much of what makes Jamf special is sprinkled throughout our Jamf identity, and that's you, our customers. As we already heard, you all are doing a lot to help, whether it be the beta testers, members of the release candidate program, or the user experience feedback participants. Individuals who want to help us continuously improve are giving us their time so we can work collectively toward an even stronger future. But it wouldn't be JNUC without calling special attention to a handful of customers who go far above and beyond to help Jamf and each other succeed. But as I already mentioned, 2020 is a year different than any we've seen. So instead of moving forward with traditional methods of selecting this year's top Jamf Nation and Jamf Heroes members, we let you decide. Through a survey in both platforms, we ask you to tell us who you believe deserves to be recognized as a top Jamf customer this year. And the results for this year's JNUC People's Choice Award are in. Please help me celebrate these incredible individuals with a huge virtual round of applause. Brad Chapman, Ben Toms, Chris Hafner, Kim Trowanowski, Johan McGuire, Stephen Russell, Mike Voss, and Tim Ellis. Congratulations to all of our winners. You'll each receive either a $100 e-gift card to the JNUC swag store or a $100 donation to any charity of your choice. At Jamf, it's our mission to help organizations succeed with Apple, and we believe with your help, we can inspire younger generations to enter the technology field by introducing them to tech at a young age. We have a lot of work to do, but we're confident that with your help, we can do our small part to change the world. Thank you for joining us on what's sure to be an inspirational and exciting ride. Thank you for being a part of Jamf Nation. Enjoy the rest of JNUC.